We'll get to that in a moment here with Dr. Stephen Hoge. He's the president of Moderna. Dr. Hoge, good morning. It's good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about these new trials that are underway with kids as young as 6 months. A lot of parents like me wonder if our kids are going to be eligible for the vaccine at some point. How quickly do you expect results from those trials? And is the timeline potentially where we could start seeing kids vaccinated before the school year next fall?
It depends on ages. So this is the third trial we've run, the KidCove trial, which is in 6 months to 12-year-olds. But we've already completed enrollment in our TeenCove trial, which is adolescents 12 to 17. And so we expect to have data from that 12 to 17 TeenCove study, hopefully perhaps by the summer, so that we could be vaccinating adolescents going into the school year.
And have there been
the KidCove trial?
Yeah.
6 to 12 months old, 6 months old to 12-year-old is going to take a little bit longer. And the reason for that is you do need to be a little more cautious and progressive in working down dose levels into kids to find the right dose. And so it's got two parts to it. The first part is going to be in a small number of participants looking at doses and finding the right safe and effective dose. And that second part will expand to 7,000. Because it's those two parts, it'll probably take the better part of this year to complete.
And do you have any reason to believe, based on the trial so far, that kids are having any issue with the vaccine? I mean, from where you sit right now, do you expect that ultimately kids will be able to get this vaccine?
Absolutely, we hope so. We still are blinded to these studies, and so I don't have any information specifically from the studies, but we certainly haven't seen anything concerning in any of our prior work that would suggest that we can't use the vaccine in children.
Let's talk about the vaccine for everybody. Moderna is expected to deliver 100 million shots to the U.S. by the end of this month. Last week, as of late last week, as I understand it, about 63 million had been delivered. Do you think you're going to make your deadline?
We do. We're working around the clock 24/7. We've been delivering over 10 million doses a week. I think the last numbers that were released by the CDC were close to 70 million. And we're going to keep working through the balance of this month to try and get that 100 million out the door.
Now, of course, we're in a race to vaccinate, and we're in a race against a mutating virus, those variants. I believe Moderna has shown protection against the variants that we know of. You always worry about what might be developing. Have you been able to develop a booster shot? Is that something you're working on, or tweaking the vaccine so that it matches these variants better? Where does that all stand?
That's a great question. It's another announcement of the last week, which is that we'd actually started testing a new booster, an updated second-generation vaccine against the variants that we're most concerned about that were first identified in South Africa and Brazil. That actually happened in the last week as well, also in partnership with the NIH. And that booster is something we're trying to have available for perhaps the fall of this year in case those new variants emerge and become a threat in the fall or winter of 2021.
And lastly, I'm sure you've been watching what's been going on with AstraZeneca overseas, where the trials have been paused by several European countries. Does something like that cause you concern that folks who are skeptical or hesitant to get the vaccine, any kind of vaccine, may look at that and say, aha, see, I was right to be worried?
Yes. I mean, it's always a concern when we have to get ahead of the data. As a scientist and as a clinician, I tend to want to be very data-driven in those decisions. But I also respect the fact that public health officials in those countries and regulators need to make the best decision on imperfect information they can. So I think the best advice we could offer is let's wait for that data to evolve and look into it.
All right. Dr. Stephen Hoge, Moderna's president, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.